Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today? Hopefully you're doing all right, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Today we've got a different kind of request that I haven't reacted to, but I'm definitely open. Is Pink, right? The artist Pink with Family Portrait. Now, typically a lot of my reactions do weigh heavier on the 60s, 70s, 80s side of the house, even before that if we can find some reactions or some requests. But I am not opposed to doing any types of more modern music. So, you know, just make your requests, guys, and I might get around to it. You never know what's happening. But we've got Pink Family Portrait. Okay, Pink, sure there's at least one song, if not at least two songs I've heard on the radio and stuff, but I don't know anything about her as an artist. I don't know any of her music, her catalog. Definitely don't know this song, Family Portrait, but we've got the official music video today as well with it. So the requester who requested this requested, I think, about 5 or 6 songs, and I did add those to the watch later list, and not just from Pink, from other artists as well. But if you got your own requests for me to check out, please leave them down in the comment sections below, whatever the artist name and song is. I'd appreciate that. But let's go ahead and take a little listen here. If you guys are enjoying the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the description where you can make front of the line requests if you choose to. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a spin on Pink Family Portrait. Here we go.
Stand the sound. Your pain is painful and it's tearing me down. I hear glasses breaking as I sit up in my bed. I told God you didn't mean those nasty things you said. You fight about money, about me and my brother, and this I come home to. This is my shelter. It ain't easy growing up in World War III, never knowing what love could be. You'll see, I don't want love to destroy me like it has done my family. Can we work it out? Can we be a family? I promise I'll be better. Mommy, I'll do anything. Can we work it out? Can we be a family? I promise I'll be better. Daddy, please don't leave. Daddy, please stop yelling. I can't stand the sound. Make mama stop crying, 'cause I need you around. My mama, she loves you. No matter what she says, it's true. I know that she hurt you, but remember, I love you too. I ran away today, ran from the noise, ran away. Don't wanna go back to that place, but don't have no choice, no way. It ain't easy growing up in World War III, never knowing what love could be that I've seen. I don't want love to destroy me like it did my family.
Oh man, that's raw.
Can we be a family? Promise I'll be better. Mommy, I'll do anything. Can we work it out? Can we be a family? I promise I'll be better. Daddy, please don't leave. In our family portrait, we look pretty happy. Let's play pretend, let's act like it comes naturally. I don't wanna have to split the holidays. I don't want to address this. I don't want a stepbrother anyways, and I don't want my mom to have to change her last name.
Let's go back to that. In our family portrait, we look pretty happy. Let's play pretend, act like it goes naturally.
Ooh.
Family portrait, we look pretty happy. We look pretty normal. Let's go back to that. In our family portrait, we look pretty happy. Let's play pretend, act like it is so bad. Let's go back to that. Remember the day. Pretty happy. We look pretty normal. Let's go back to that.
Ooh.
Family portrait, we be pretty happy. We look pretty normal.
Wow, I mean, That's crazy. That's crazy. So it didn't dawn on me right at the start of the video that that child that's in her bed is actually a reflection of herself, right? It's within her. That's that child that maybe this song is kind of singing out about, how that part of her hasn't left. That trauma, maybe that child is a reflection of trauma. You know, they say when trauma happens like at a certain age that you really don't move past that. A part of you always stays right there in that moment. And that's kind of what that represented to me, was that trauma kind of that she carries around. So at first I was thinking, oh, that's the kid and she's in a relationship and this is her talking to her mom, but no, that was, like I said, herself. So it's sad because I hear this song and I just think about how many of us maybe relate to exactly what's taking place here. Many of us probably come from broken homes. I came from a broken home, and I took that quite literally, where she's saying, this is what I have to come home to. This is supposed to be my shelter. Imagine that, right? Many kids they go to school, they go to a friend's house, but there's always that one place they have to return, and that's home. And if your home is a hell, I mean, what is that doing for you? How are you being brought up, right? That's like taking a plant and instead of feeding it water, you're feeding it soda or something, right? Something that it's not sustainable and not supposed to be living off of. So in this scenario, you're going home and you're absorbing all the bad things and all the wrong things and all the negativity, as you're trying to blossom into a person. But this is the nutrients, you know, in a sense, that you are absorbing. So it's really bad. And that's what she's showing here. So once she's sat down with, I guess, the therapist, is what it looks like, and she has this person behind her still grasping onto her childhood trauma. It's became more apparent to me there. They're wearing the same clothes, obviously. It's like, oh, okay, this is something inside herself that she's holding on to, this baggage. And she learns there at the end, she's becoming playful, and she's, you know, tickling herself or whatever. And then that trauma kind of goes off, right? It goes off. She's learning to let it go. She's learning to let it go. And at the end, she finally does let it go. And I think that's so important, for those of us that have been through anything like this, is to, not repeat the cycle. That's number one. Don't repeat the cycle. It's not easy, but don't repeat the cycle, right? Number two is, learning to love yourself, learning to, if you choose to forgive. I'm not going to say people need to forgive what's happened. I don't necessarily, I don't know. I don't agree completely with that. I don't know. That's just my own take on it, but I think you can't let it control you, and you've got to let it go, and you've got to move on and look forward to a better future. But if you can find it within yourself to forgive, definitely forgive. But I don't think it's something that you need to it has to be a part of the healing process. I don't think it has to be, but that's just my personal take. But strong song, once again, for those of us that have been through it. We'll read quickly on the wiki and see if Pink shared anything about this one. All right, so you got Pink right here with the Family Portrait song. This was released in 2002, so what, 23 years ago? I'm going to say 13. It's actually 23 years ago. Time is flying by. My goodness, man. So Family Portrait is a song sung by American singer-songwriter Pink for her second album, Misunderstood, co-written by Pink and Scott Storch and produced by Storch. The song is about relationships and her family that was about to fall to pieces, portraying the conflict through the eyes of her as a child. So it is in a sense, it sounds like kind of repeating the process, right? You had this problems as a child, and she's kind of going through the problems now in her own relationship as an adult. It kind of sounds like. Pink told Q Magazine that the song got her into trouble with her mother. The singer commented, she went to the National Enquirer. We laugh about it now, but it wasn't the best way to address family problems. How do you guys feel about that? I feel like as a child, you didn't create that environment, and you shouldn't be silenced from talking about it, right? It was two adults potentially in that scenario that made the choices, or that had this environment that you grew up in. It's not your fault, and you have no obligation to stay quiet about it. I think that's part of a problem with stigmas and different problems that people face in families or through different traumas is that there's this quiet factor. Don't talk about it. Keep it to yourself. It's not polite to expose people. Like what? If you're a child and you went through this, I think you have every right, not just a child, at any point in life, you have every right to talk about any types of trauma, and you shouldn't worry about how it's going to portray other people who maybe inflicted that trauma or allowed that trauma or didn't save you from that trauma. I think it's totally fine for you to share your piece, about that. So critical reception. The single received praise from critics. Paul Matthew gave the song 4 out of 5 stars, saying that it is strong, catchy, and different from anything she had released to date. Bruce L. Thyssen praised the song Stripped Down Nature, stating that Pink has never been afraid to show her true colors. The haunting yet urgently importuning nature of the music matches and magnifies the meaning. The intensity of every earnest guitar strum and run echoes the sense of longing for family harmony expressed in the chorus. Pink's voice on Family Portrait further reflects the urgency underlining the song. She actually has a great voice, right? That's one thing I never tuned in on Pink. I don't know her music. I more growing up, it just wasn't in the avenue of the music I was listening to at the time, but she's got a great voice. She's got a strong voice. So definitely shout out to her here. I thought the video was great addition to the song. I think it definitely helped me get a sense more of everything that was happening and what was being talked about. So and good on her for making this song, and thank you for the request, by the way, in the comment section. I appreciate that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed rocking out with me right here. Like I said, it's kind of a deviation from what we typically do on the channel, but it's not one I am not trying to pursue. So definitely leave your request down in the comment section. I would appreciate that, guys. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.